Hey everybody, I am streaming to Facebook and Instagram on two different devices, so if I'm not looking right at you the entire time, it's because I'm trying to go back and forth between each camera, so bear with me. So in today's Friday 5, I wanted to talk about Facebook and more importantly, I want to talk about the changes that Mark Zuckerberg recently announced with Facebook's algorithm and how business pages, organic reach and things will be less because in the news feed they're wanting to show more content from friends and family versus brands and businesses. And a lot of people are kind of freaking out about this change. But if you've been on the social media marketing side for a while, you know that this is not a new thing, really. I mean, yes, it's being talked about, but we've seen a decrease in organic reach for a few years with business pages. And Facebook ads have become more and more of something that brands and businesses need to tap into in order to combat that. So it's not something that's super scary or super new for those of us who've been in the field for a while, but for a business, you know, it may be kind of scary, and maybe you're wondering, should I stay on Facebook? I really don't want to have to pay to play. If my organic reach isn't going to really do it for me, why be on there? And so I just wanted to kind of talk to those maybe doubts or fears about Facebook for a couple minutes. Facebook is still, in my opinion, and I'm sure other people would agree, it's still the #1 social media platform. It is where most people are. They may not be posting to it all the time, but they are on there scrolling, looking at content, using Facebook Messenger and things like that. Facebook's robust ad abilities makes it really ideal for most businesses. I'm not going to say all. I don't think all businesses necessarily need to run Facebook ad campaigns, but most businesses can benefit from running certain kind of ad campaigns. And with the ability to be able to hyper target, really focus in on your audience, with all of those different targeting features, it's a really inexpensive way to reach the people that you want to reach regarding your business or pull in leads or what have you. Facebook really is a great platform for most brands and businesses. Now, that's not to say that you can't do well on Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn. You certainly can, and I love all of those platforms. But just to keep on Facebook, it still is a great platform for most businesses. And so with that being said, I want to talk about how this algorithm change really is a way for you to really connect with your audience in a different way if you're not doing these things already, which if you have a great marketing plan, you probably are. But we all know that content is key, and having relevant content and consistent content, like I talked about in my last Friday 5, is really important when you are a brand or a business wanting to reach your target audience. And so with that being said, you know, if you have killer content and your engagement, your organic engagement is really great on your page, you're having conversations happening on your posts, people are interacting with your content regularly, then you're probably not going to have any issues with the algorithm change. Because the reason that Facebook is changing, it's been changing for a while, but the reason that they're putting such a focus on this is because they're wanting to bring social media back to what it really is. And what's the first word in social media? It's social. The whole idea of social media is to allow people to make relationships, to converse, to talk about things, to engage with each other. And more people really enjoy engaging with brands and businesses. And they don't want to just see your pretty polished marketing content, the snore bore stuff. They want to know who's behind your business, what does your business stand for, are you involved in any kind of charity work, things like that. And so content like that is engaging, it's conversational, it gets people talking, it's inspiring, it's storytelling, and that's the kind of content that's going to do well with this algorithm change. So really keep that in mind, that the more conversational, the more interactive your content is. And I say interactive meaning like people are commenting on your content, right? And conversations are happening. People are getting to know each other through the content that you're putting out, or they're being inspired. That's interactive and conversational type content, and that's what's going to have more weight in the news feed. The more people that are doing that. Just getting likes, it's not going to do it for you guys anymore. Facebook's taking that away anyways. If you're posting content that's like this for that, you know, like this and be entered to win this, or, you know, it's called like engagement bait, that's not going to work for you. So you want to start conversations, ask questions, get people talking, open-ended type captions, things like that. So that's my first kind of thing. And with that, we talked about in the last Friday 5 how video is really, really important with your content strategy. So live video is really going to be a great way to create that interactive and conversational type content. So you're talking, it's like you're in the same room as this other person, and they can ask you questions and you can answer it, or they can, you know, comment and you can reply, just like my friend Danielle is watching and she commented. You know, that's conversational, that's interactive. So think about incorporating some kind of live, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, Periscope, live content, live video to your content strategy. The second thing that I think brands and businesses can do to help with their organic reach is user-generated content. And this is something that I've really been pushing the last couple of years with different clients and businesses, and you know, that I've worked with, is user-generated content. So if you have a brand that people love, they're going to post about it. Okay, so let's think of one example: Starbucks. Anytime someone goes to Starbucks, they feel like they need to post about it. They take a picture of their Starbucks cup with, you know, you've got their classic like Instagram shot where they're holding their Starbucks cup in front of their steering wheel with their ripped jeans and their fresh manicure. It's such a basic white girl post, right? But Starbucks didn't ask them to post that. Starbucks, you know, they didn't say, hey, when you buy this, we need you to post about it. People just do it because they love Starbucks. And so when you have a brand that people love, they're going to post about it. They're going to talk about it. They're going to take pictures and share content. And so one way that you can kind of pull that content in is by creating a unique hashtag for your business or your brand, and asking, you know, not in a salesy marketing type way, but in a soft sort of way with your content. You kind of put out there, hey, hashtag whatever it is, or tag us in your photos for a chance to be featured in our feed. People love to be featured by brands. They, you know, we're all kind of selfish. That's what keeps social media going. And so we want to be recognized. We want shout outs. We, you know, anything that we can do that's going to help us get more followers and be seen, maybe have something go viral. Most people, and I speak especially to millennials, love that. And so create a unique hashtag for your brand, and then incorporate that in your marketing materials. And by doing so, you can track the content that's being tagged, and then you can share it. So what I like to do, I have a little Instagram account for local coffee shops that I like to just repost content that people put out there about coffee shops in Charlotte, just because I love coffee. And I have a hashtag for that account. And so on my Instagram bio, it says if you tag this hashtag, then we may repost your content. And so what I do is I usually, if someone tags us, I'll just comment on their post and say, hey, do you mind if we share your post on our feed? No one has ever said no, ever. So use that to your advantage. People are taking beautiful pictures about all kinds of things, and so really kind of tie that into your content strategy as well and share that content out. And when you do that, when it looks more authentic, when people know it's from a real person versus some marketing, agency, whatever, that's real, stock photo-ish, it looks real, looks authentic, people are more likely to engage with that. I have seen that time and time again. Branded content versus user-generated content. User-generated always does better. My next thing is, obviously, I started kind of talking about Facebook ads when I started this live session, but Facebook ads. I mean, honestly, if you're hoping that Facebook can bring in more business, if you're looking to increase your ROI on Facebook, you want to bring in leads, you want to really nail that target audience, drive people to your website, whatever it may be, Facebook ads is how you're going to have to do that. With organic reach being so low, the only way that your content's really going to be seen by people that you want to see it is by paying for them to see it. Unless, like I said, unless you're just like killing it with your content and your organic engagement is ridiculous, which I've worked with brands who have amazing organic engagement, and they don't always have to pay for ads, or their ad budget is so small because they've got that organic thing going for them. Otherwise, a paid Facebook advertising strategy is really going to be key to keeping your content, keeping your message out there in front of your target audience. The other thing that is really kind of been taking off lately is Facebook groups. So if you have a Facebook business page, you can create a group off of your page that can maybe tailor to a certain niche audience. So if you are a coffee shop and you have a business page and you want to create a group, you could create a group that's like, I don't know, you could be sharing like barista skills and tips, and or a group for baristas. So it could be a group for like baristas all over the world to kind of come together and talk about their coffee making skills, how they get the best foam, how they do their little latte art, things like that. And it's just a way for your brand to connect to people, but not in a salesy way. It's just a way to create conversation. Again, that thing that Facebook really wants to happen is conversations, engagement, inspiration, storytelling type content. If you're hoping that your Facebook group is just a way for people to see your content and you're going to just sell the crap out of them, don't create a Facebook group. Make sure that if you do create a Facebook group, it's just a really safe place for people to come together who have common interests that can just talk about. I'm in quite a few Facebook groups, and they range from all different types of content topics. So I'm in some social media ones where us social media managers are in groups, and we're talking about the latest trends. Maybe we're having an issue with Instagram or Facebook, and we're able to kind of bounce ideas off of people. Maybe we'll want to get an idea of different types of scheduling platforms, what works for you, what doesn't. That's what we use those groups for, and that's what groups should be used for. So that's definitely another way to kind of boost your organic reach on Facebook. The last thing, and it's really simple, that you can do is just kind of call out that Facebook has made these changes, and so ask your fans to go to their notification settings and choose See First so that they don't miss any of your content. If you are a blogger, or you're a retail brand, you're an online store, whatever, and you have new products coming out every day, or new content that you don't want people to miss, just let them know, hey, Facebook's making it really difficult for our content to reach you organically. So if you want to make sure that you see everything that we're posting, go to your notification settings and click see first. It's free, it's easy, and you're going to have your loyal followers who will do that because they're so loyal to your brand. So hopefully those tips helped. Again, not something to be freaking out, scared about. Really, some of these things that I talked about, hopefully you've already been doing this. Social media is meant to be social. So be social. Talk to your fans, talk to your customers, talk to your potential customers. Make sure that when people are sending you messages or commenting on your content, that you're responding to them within a timely manner. If someone leaves you a poor review, respond to them. See how you can resolve the issue. If they send you a message, respond to them. And those things are going to really benefit you with your Facebook business page. I do want to say one more thing. If you put all your eggs in your Facebook basket, then, these things, they may help you, but honestly, your social media strategy should not really rely on one social media. Now, in my last video, I did say if you're just starting out, start with one social media, nail that one, and then start adding more platforms to your strategy. And I still believe that 100%. But if you've been established for a while and you have only ventured out on Facebook, I would really, really recommend that you start trying some other social medias. Do not post the same content to all of those platforms, please. People are looking for different types of content based on the type of platform that they're following. So again, figure out a strategy that works best for your brand and for those platforms, and try to diversify your content. And I think that you'll see that when you do that, you'll actually have more business. So for more tips, tune in to my next Friday 5 session next Friday. I don't know what I'll be talking about yet because I come up with these topics usually the day of, but I'm sure that it will be great. So hope to see you soon and have a great weekend.